Hello, this is your Ohio Weather Network forecast summary for Wednesday, January 26, 2011. Let's start with our weather headlines for today. Well, that major East Coast storm that is moving up the Ohio River Valley and off into the mid-Atlantic and up the East Coast, that's going to miss us. Uh, in a good way, I guess, because if you don't like snow, you're not going to see it. If you're a snow lover, I feel sorry for you because it does have a lot of snow associated with it, and it's just not going to hit Ohio. Now, we do have some snow and sleet right along the Ohio River there in southern Ohio. It's just more or less going to be a nuisance. It's really not going to cause much there. We're not expecting any major snow at all. Behind this system, we're going to have a parade of clipper systems as the upper air pattern changes a little bit. And the upper air jet stream just comes from northwest to southeast right over the state. That'll allow for a parade of clipper systems to move through over about the next week or so. Overall, though, the cold pattern will continue as the air continues to stream in from Canada. So basically, here's the weather summary for today. Winter storm stays east. The low will eventually kind of track more or less this way than up the coast. That snow will primarily stay east. This cold air will remain in place. It'll get a little warmer here over the next couple of days. We'll see that in the 5-day. But really, the cold air is going to quickly come back and stay in place. And we do have a winter weather advisory in effect for a few counties here along the river in southern Ohio. Lawrence County until 7 a.m. Thursday. That may get canceled before then. And then we have 4 o'clock Eastern for the other two counties. I believe one is Brown. And you guys are going to get 1 to 2 inches of snow, while they're saying about 2 to 4 inches of snow for Lawrence County. A little bit closer where the snow is going to hit primarily that southern half of the county here. Up here in north central Ohio, there is a winter weather advisory in effect till 3 o'clock this afternoon for freezing drizzle. Apparently there's some pockets of freezing drizzle across this area. That'll remain through early afternoon, and that will create some slick roadways if they are untreated. Be careful if you're walking on sidewalks and parking lots. I could see some slick spots there as well. So here's some airport delays due to the big East Coast storm. Ground stops, and this means if you're departing to these airports, you are not going to depart until the ground stop has been lifted. Ground stop for anyone destined to Newark until noon. Ground stop for anyone destined to New York's LaGuardia until noon. These have the possibility of being extended at least an hour beyond that. So I wouldn't be surprised to see extensions to the ground stops initially, or if they lift them and then put them back in place a little bit later when the demand typically will increase later in the afternoon. Those may go back in place. We also have a ground delay program to Newark. When you're done with that ground stop, you're going to go to a ground delay program. Delays right now are averaging an hour to an hour and a half. They could increase, especially if the ground stop lasts a long time. We could see some longer delays as more aircraft try to get to the airport. There's also a ground delay program for anyone destined to Miami. You may be wondering why. The reason is demand. It's only 15 minutes to a half an hour, so really not too bad there. Just a little bit of a delay you'll take at the departure airport. Flow control programs, what this is a program that air traffic control initiates to basically they reduce the demand into the airport a little bit, if you will, and spread things out so that way they don't have to shut the airport down more or less because so many people are trying to get there. LaGuardia, you guys have a flow control program. The average delay there is an hour to an hour and a half. Once you're out of that ground stop, that will probably take effect, although if it gets too bad, you will go to a ground delay program like Newark. Flow control to Philadelphia. This is all due to the weather, of course. Average delays of about 2.5 hours to Philadelphia. So if you're going to the East Coast, expect a lot of delays. They are de-icing at all the major East Coast airports from Washington all the way up the coast. So that will also add a few minutes extra to your departure time as well. Be sure to call ahead before you get to the airport to see if your flight has been delayed or canceled. And plan appropriately to arrive at the airport as well. Alright, almanac for Cleveland for today. Interestingly enough, the high and low so far today are the same. 27 degrees. The temperature has not moved since midnight. And this was as of about 11 o'clock this morning. Average high and low are 33 and 18 respectively. The record high was 73 set in 1950 and the record low was minus 15 sitting 1897. Snow yesterday at Cleveland Hopkins was a trace. On the month, they have 19.2 inches. Same for the year, and they're almost 5.5 inches ahead of their average snowfall for the year. Sunrise is at 7:44 and sunset is at 5:37. Satellite picture across the region. Cloudy skies will remain. You can notice this ridge of clouds. This is associated with the storm that's moving up the East Coast. This is the edge of it. This is the far western edge of the clouds. Everything else here is a lower cloud, solid stratus cloud, and that also continues under this as well. But these are the higher cumulus clouds. So just kind of an interesting picture. They can kind of see the shadow of it right here from the sun. That's not a break in the clouds at all. That is actually the shadow off this higher deck of clouds onto the lower deck. Kind of an interesting picture there. Latest radar picture shows the bulk of the snow. The low pressure system's right around here where Kentucky and Virginia and Tennessee all come together. That's that little dry spot. We have snow generally right along the river, extending from just south of Wheeling, West Virginia, down towards Parkersburg, West Virginia, and Huntington, West Virginia. Basically, in that line is where your snow is. If you're about 50 miles on either side of that line, you're having some snow. Of course, all of West Virginia is in snow. Some of this may be mixing, some of it may be rain. It's really hard to tell in the higher elevations there, or even in the lower elevations as well. Otherwise, the rest of the state remains dry, and that will be the case for the rest of today. Again, state forecast for today, we'll call it mostly cloudy in northwest Ohio. You may see a few breaks of sun later this afternoon and evening. Cloudy for northeast Ohio. I think the chances for any breaks of sun are very, very low. Mostly cloudy southwest Ohio. Could see a couple breaks there as well. Southeast Ohio, again, cloudy, some snow, some sleet, some mixed precipitation here and there as that system continues to move out of the area. For your highs today, 29 in Toledo, 30 Cleveland, Akron, Canton, Columbus, Dayton, and Cincinnati. That's quite a lot there, but temperatures are not going to budge today very much. 32 in Lancaster and 33 for Athens. 5-day forecast for northeast Ohio for Thursday. Chance of snow showers, high at 29, a low of 18. Much the same Friday. 32 is your high, 22 is your low. Saturday, a chance for snow. We have a clipper system moving in then. So that will bring some snow. 34 is your high, 16 is your low. Behind that clipper system, the cold air moves in. Chance of snow again on Sunday, the high of 25, the low is 7. And we're back to the cold for sure on Monday with mostly cloudy skies and a high of 18. More or less the same for northwest Ohio here. Mostly cloudy for your Thursday, the high of 28, a low of 17. Chance of snow Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, especially Saturday as that clipper moves in. 31 is your high Friday, 23 overnight. 32 is the high on Saturday with 16 for an overnight low. Cold air moves back in on Sunday with a high of 25 and a low of 7. Mostly cloudy for your Monday next week with a high of 20. For southeast Ohio, mostly cloudy for Thursday, a high of 31 and a low of 23. A chance of rain and snow, or a mixed bag of precipitation perhaps on Friday with a high of 39, a low of 24. For Saturday, mostly cloudy, the high of 40 and a low of 23. Chance of snow for Sunday as that clipper system moves out of the area. It won't affect southern Ohio very much, so that's why you're seeing warmer temperatures as well. But the temperatures will begin to drop off a bit. 34 is your high, 17 is your low, and mostly cloudy for Monday with a high of 33. For southwest Ohio, finally, Thursday and Friday feature a chance of snow both days. 30 is your high on Thursday, 24 is the overnight low. 37 for your Friday with a low of 25. And a mostly cloudy Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. A high of 40 on Saturday, 22 overnight. Colder on Sunday, the high of 32 and a low of 20, and 30 for your Monday. And don't forget, for all the latest weather information, you can check out our website at ohioweathernetwork.webs.com. You can also find us on Facebook at Ohio Weather Network and on Twitter at twitter.com/Ohio Weather.